silver. Now we start with the daily chart. Okay, even in my last video, we explained that we are more interested in the down move. Now whether the question is whether we get from here or the price can move higher. That's me looking for sell. If we want to trade for long term, okay, because we want to see if we get one move down to complete this correction before the continuation. Even in my last video, explain about the possibility the price can continue from here without getting this down move. Okay, anyway, we don't have any trade setup based on daily chart. We move to forward chart. We see how we can trade it. Okay, based on forward chart, we can see the price drop. We have this correction. No things is, even in my last video, I explained that we want to see whether we get what we have here, whether we can get here. That means if we be looking for the correction here before we get the next move up to break this high, then from there we see whether we can look for the down move or not. Okay, now the thing is, how about this correction? Can we expect we get the sell from this correction and this is the one is going to break this low? It may happen, but from what we expect, I mean from what we have it, we're expecting to get the correction for the next move up. Anyway, we want to see whether we can trade this one for sell or not. Okay, now we move to 1 hour chart to see how we can trade it. Okay, if I refer to my last video again, when the price was here, I mentioned that if the price drop, then we can look for buy. But now what I want to say that I was not expecting the price drop this sharply and take this, I mean even break this one, because at that time my trend line was here. Okay, that's why now I want to say whatever I mentioned for I mean about the buy, no, we are not going to look for buy from what we have right now, because I mentioned if the price break this low, then from there we can look for buy, because I was putting this one in relative to each other, but no, this one is not valid anymore. Okay, now what I want to say, I don't think we look for buy from here, especially if we see the prices moving in terms of the correction. We won't buy within this range. Okay, and what we are more interested in the sell. We want to see how we can trade this one for the next move down, because we want to see whether we can get this correction. That means whether we can expect to get a correction similar to what we had here. Okay, and now I want to see whether we can put this similar in relative to this and this and this. Okay, that's why we are more interested in the sell. Now if we get the sell, whether this is the one is going to take this low or not, we are not sure. But what we're expecting the price drop, but we are not expecting the price to come to this low. Anyway, we try to take the sell. If we get any sell, then from there we can see how we can need to manage it. Okay, anyway, now we're looking for sell and how we can trade from what we have right now. Okay, the first option is we prefer the price to break this high, because at that time we have this correction in relative to this, including this. Then from there, the first option is to, if the price can move up and break this high, then we can have entry below this. This is the first option. Okay, if we want to have entry, first we need the price break this high with having entry below this. But how about if the price didn't break this high from here, start to drop, then at that time, so we need to have entry below this. Okay, it depends on the traders how they want to trade. Okay, I don't suggest if the price, I don't suggest to have entry below this without breaking this high. Okay, this is the first option, how we can trade based on the entry, whether from here or here. The another thing is, let the price break this top, then we see whether we can get any sell setup within this range or not, at least a sharp move, a small flag based on higher time frame. Okay, and how about if we get the bigger correction here, it can give us a better trade. And one more thing, if we were going to have entry below this or here, what we expect, we want the price sharply break and continue. If we see the price tag, we see start to correct, we take out the trade. Okay, now again, we are looking for sell, and what we want to see how we can get the sell from this correction. And As long as the price come to this level, if we get the sell, we start to manage it. Just we put as indication because we want to see if we get the sell, where we get the sell, whether we get the sell from here or we get the big correction, it depends. But from what we have right now as indication, if we get the sell, as long as the price come to here, start to manage it. And also we need to see how fast it can move. Okay, it depends on the trade and move. Anyway, we just follow the chart and we see how we can trade, and what we are more interested, again, we are looking for sell. Then if I see any update or any trade setup or any changes, then I will share on YouTube. Thanks.